Hey there, quick question for you. Are your mornings constantly interrupted by that urgent, uncomfortable need to pee? Like you haven't even finished brushing your teeth and you've already been to the bathroom twice? If so, you're not alone. And no, you're not just getting older or drinking too much water. There's a lot more to the story, and the good news? You can take back control. In this video, we're going to talk about 3 simple, science-backed morning habits that can help calm your bladder, reduce those urgent trips, and set you up for a smoother, more confident day, without crazy diets, medications, or giving up everything you love. These are small shifts that make a big difference, starting the moment you wake up. So if you're ready to stop planning your life around the nearest bathroom and finally feel at ease in your own body, stay with me. This is for you. Number 1. Start with a magnesium-rich breakfast. Let's talk about your breakfast for a second. Now, I'm not here to take away your favorite morning foods, I promise. But what if I told you that simply adding a few magnesium-rich ingredients to your breakfast could help calm your bladder and reduce that annoying urge to run to the bathroom all the time? Sounds pretty great, right? Magnesium might not get as much spotlight as some other nutrients, but when it comes to bladder health, it's a bit of a superhero, just quieter. See, magnesium plays a huge role in relaxing muscles, and that includes the muscles in your bladder. If your bladder's overactive or irritated, magnesium can help calm that down. It's kind of like giving your bladder a warm cup of tea and a cozy blanket, telling it to relax and chill. But here's the thing. Most people, especially those dealing with frequent urination, don't even realize they're not getting enough magnesium. And the first part of the day, that's the perfect time to fill that gap. So let's talk real food. Because I'm not about to suggest some obscure health food you have to drive across town to find. These are everyday, delicious foods that just happen to be rich in magnesium. All right, picture this. You wake up. Maybe you've been to the bathroom once or twice already. You're tired, maybe a little frustrated. But you head to the kitchen and you start your day with a magnesium-powered breakfast that actually supports your body and helps calm things down. Let me give you a few easy, no-fuss ideas. One of the simplest options? A banana. Yup, that's right. Bananas are rich in magnesium and potassium, both of which support muscle relaxation and fluid balance. You can slice one up and throw it on some oatmeal, add it to a smoothie, or just grab it as is. Now, if you're a smoothie person, I see you. Smoothies are such an easy win here. Try blending a banana, a handful of spinach, some unsweetened almond milk, and a spoonful of cocoa powder. Yep, unsweetened cocoa is actually high in magnesium too. You can toss in some chia seeds or flax seeds for extra fiber and omega-3s, which are great for inflammation. It's creamy, it's rich, and it's doing your bladder so many favors. Now, maybe you're more of a savory breakfast person, and if that's you, I've got you covered too. How about a spinach and mushroom omelet cooked in a little olive oil? Leafy greens like spinach are packed with magnesium, and mushrooms bring their own set of bladder-friendly benefits too. Top it with a little avocado on whole grain toast. You've just built a powerhouse breakfast that doesn't just taste amazing. It actively helps your body function better. Let's not forget about pumpkin seeds. Just a couple tablespoons sprinkled over yogurt or blended into a smoothie gives you a strong hit of magnesium. Plus, they add a nice little crunch and a nutty flavor. You could even keep a small jar of them on your counter or toss them in your bag as a snack later on. And here's a fun little breakfast twist. Make a chia seed pudding the night before. Mix 2 tablespoons of chia seeds with half a cup of almond milk, a little cinnamon, and maybe some berries on top. Let it sit overnight in the fridge, and in the morning, boom, creamy, chilled, magnesium-rich breakfast without any prep time. The key here isn't to overhaul your entire routine or follow some complicated recipe. It's about infusing your normal breakfast with a few magnesium-rich elements that can gently support your bladder and calm your nervous system. You'll probably notice that you're not rushing to the bathroom as urgently or as often as you used to, especially in those first few hours of the day. And if you're someone who's been dealing with nighttime urgency, magnesium can even help you sleep better, which indirectly supports bladder health too. It's all connected. Now, if you've already tried changing up your breakfast, but you're still waking up 5 or 6 times a night, it might be worth talking to your doctor about a magnesium supplement. Just something gentle like magnesium glycinate. It's one of the most absorbable forms, and it's easy on your stomach. But remember, supplements should always be secondary to food. Nature gives us everything we need. It's just about choosing the right combinations. So to wrap this habit up in one easy takeaway, start your day with a breakfast that nourishes your body and helps your bladder feel at peace. Go for real foods like bananas, spinach, pumpkin seeds, chia, almonds, and avocados. Mix and match. Keep it fun. Keep it simple. You're not just feeding your body, you're setting the tone for a calmer, more balanced day. And honestly, you deserve that. Number 2, limit morning fluids, but don't eliminate them. All right, let's talk about a habit that might surprise you. How much you're drinking first thing in the morning. Now, before you panic, no, I'm not going to tell you to stop drinking water. Staying hydrated is important for every part of your body, including your bladder. But here's what most people don't realize. When you're dealing with frequent urination, especially early in the day, the timing and the pace of your fluid intake can make all the difference. See, a lot of people wake up and think, okay, time to chug a big glass of water and flush the system. And I totally get it. It feels like a healthy thing to do. We hear it all the time. Hydrate as soon as you wake up. But here's the thing. If your bladder is already sensitive, giving it a tidal wave of liquid right after waking up can instantly trigger urgency. Before you've even had breakfast, you're already sprinting to the bathroom, sometimes more than once. Sound familiar? Now, don't get me wrong. Hydration is still essential, but the real magic happens when you learn to pace your fluids and give your bladder a break from the overwhelm. So instead of starting your day with a full bottle of water or that huge mug of coffee, try this gentle shift. Start with a small glass of warm water, just 4 to 6 ounces. If you want to give it a little boost, add a slice of lemon. It gently wakes up your digestive system, supports detoxification, and hydrates you without flooding your bladder. Then, wait 30 minutes before your next drink. Give your body a moment to absorb what you've given it. You're still hydrating, you're just giving your bladder time to adjust. This one change can take so much pressure off your urinary system in those first few hours of the day. Another helpful tip: avoid stacking your fluids. What I mean by that is don't drink water and coffee and juice all within the same 10 to 15 minutes. Space them out. Sip instead of gulping. Think of your bladder like a sponge. You want to keep it gently moist, not soaked and dripping all at once. Now, I want to touch on something else that's really important: hydration habits before bed. Because if you're waking up 2, 3, even 5 times a night to go to the bathroom, part of the fix actually starts in the morning. How? Because when you spread your fluid intake evenly throughout the day, starting with a calm, moderate approach in the morning, you reduce the need to catch up in the evening. Most people who feel dehydrated at night end up drinking more fluids before bed. And of course, that leads to more nighttime bathroom trips. So when you hydrate smartly during the day, especially in the first half of the day, your evening bladder gets to rest. Let's break this down into a simple rhythm you can follow. Wake up. 4 to 6 ounces of warm lemon water. 30 to 45 minutes later, another small glass of water or herbal tea. With breakfast, sip water slowly, don't overdo it. Late morning, continue sipping every 30 to 60 minutes, rather than drinking large amounts all at once. It's not about drinking less, it's about drinking smarter. Now let's talk about coffee. I know this technically blends into the next habit, but it fits here too because most of us include coffee in our morning fluid intake. Here's the deal. Caffeine is a diuretic. It increases urine production and stimulates the bladder. So if you're already starting your day with a full glass of water, then following it up with a large coffee, your bladder's getting hit with a double whammy. It's like waking someone up with a foghorn and then shouting at them to get moving. So if you love your coffee, I'm not saying cut it out completely. Just be mindful of when and how you drink it. Try having it after breakfast instead of first thing on an empty stomach. Or switch to half-calf or decaf. Especially if your symptoms are strong. And definitely avoid drinking it too fast. Sip it slowly and listen to how your body responds. One more thing I want to mention here is something so many people overlook: emotional stress. When you're rushing in the morning, running late, multitasking, your nervous system gets revved up. And a stressed nervous system, it can actually increase your urge to urinate. So pair your smart fluid habits with a calm morning routine. Take 5 minutes to sit quietly, breathe deeply, or do a quick stretch before diving into the day. This isn't just about physical habits. It's about creating a calm internal environment that supports your bladder. So here's your gentle reminder. You don't need to shock your body into hydration. You just need to nurture it. Let your fluids support you, not control you. Give your bladder time to adjust. Sip instead of chug. And let your morning be peaceful, not panicked. That simple shift might be the key to fewer bathroom trips, more confidence, and a much more comfortable start to your day. Number 3, swap out the morning coffee or modify it. Okay, deep breath, because this one might hit a little close to home. Let's talk about coffee. If your first thought is, "Don't you dare take away my coffee," I hear you. Trust me, I love a cozy, steamy cup in the morning just as much as anyone. It's comforting, it's ritual. It smells amazing, and let's be real, it helps us function, especially on those sluggish mornings. So no, I'm not here to snatch away your mug. But if you're dealing with frequent urination, especially in the morning hours, your coffee habit might be playing a bigger role than you realize. Let's unpack that gently, together. You see, coffee contains caffeine, and caffeine is a well-known diuretic. That means it tells your kidneys, hey, make more urine, and make it now. Combine that with the fact that caffeine also stimulates the bladder muscles directly, and you've got a recipe for urgency. You drink a cup, then another, and before you've even had breakfast, you've already visited the bathroom 3 times. Sound familiar? Now, I'm not saying everyone has to quit caffeine cold turkey. That's not realistic for a lot of people, and honestly, it's not always necessary. But if your mornings are dominated by bathroom trips and bladder discomfort, it's definitely worth experimenting with how you approach your coffee routine. Let's walk through a few easy and realistic ways to modify, not eliminate, your morning cup. Option 1. Switch to half-calf or low-calf. This is the most painless way to start. If your regular coffee has you racing to the bathroom, try mixing half regular coffee with half decaf. You still get the taste and a gentle caffeine boost, but it's not such a shock to your bladder. You can also look for naturally low-acid, low-caffeine beans. These are easier on the stomach and the bladder. Look for labels like smooth roast, low acidity, or Swiss water decaf, which removes caffeine without harsh chemicals. Give your body time to adjust, and notice how you feel. Fewer urges? Less pressure? More calm? That's your bladder saying thank you. Option 2. Delay your coffee. Here's a little trick that works wonders for some people. Wait an hour after waking before you drink your coffee. Why? Because right when you wake up, your body is already producing a natural hormone called cortisol, which gives you a bit of a wake-up buzz. Adding caffeine right on top of that spike can overstimulate your system. So instead of waking up and immediately reaching for the coffee pot, try drinking a small glass of water or herbal tea first. Have breakfast, let your body settle. Then enjoy your coffee. This not only helps your bladder feel more at ease, but it's better for your digestion, your blood sugar, and even your energy levels later in the day. Option 3. Try herbal alternatives. Now, if you're open to exploring new morning drinks, let's talk herbal teas and caffeine-free lattes. There are actually some bladder-friendly herbal teas that can be both soothing and delicious. Try chamomile tea, calming for the bladder and the nervous system. Corn silk tea, known for supporting urinary tract health. Marshmallow root tea, coats and soothes the bladder lining. Rooibos tea, naturally caffeine-free, full of antioxidants. These aren't just replacements. They can become a whole new healing ritual for your body. If you miss that rich, creamy texture of coffee, try making a turmeric golden milk latte, made with turmeric, cinnamon, ginger, and unsweetened almond or oat milk. It's warm, comforting, and it actively helps reduce inflammation throughout the body, including the bladder. Add a little honey or vanilla extract if you want to dress it up. It might sound a little out there if you're used to strong black coffee, but give it a try. It just might surprise you. Bonus habit: pair coffee with food. Here's a simple thing that makes a huge difference. Don't drink coffee on an empty stomach. Caffeine is much more likely to irritate your bladder and your digestive tract if there's nothing in your belly. So even if you're not ready to give up your morning coffee, have it with breakfast, not before. That way, the food acts like a cushion, slowing down caffeine absorption and softening its effects. Try pairing your coffee with a magnesium-rich breakfast. Remember that habit from earlier? Something like a spinach omelet, oatmeal with chia seeds, or almond butter toast. You're not just being kind to your bladder. You're giving your whole body a better start. A gentle reminder. Listen, I know these changes might feel like a lot at first, especially if your morning routine is built around coffee. I get it. But think about it this way. What's more important, that quick caffeine hit, or being able to go about your day without that constant urge to pee? Without that uncomfortable pressure? Without the stress of having to map out every bathroom in advance? You're not giving up joy. You're making space for more peace. And who knows, maybe you'll find a new favorite drink, one that energizes you without irritating your system. So here's your challenge. Just try one swap this week. Half calf instead of full strength. Herbal tea instead of your second cup. A golden milk latte on Sunday morning. Start where you are. Do what feels doable and watch what happens. Your mornings can be calmer. Your bladder can be less reactive, and you can feel more in control without giving up everything you love. Because remember, you're not just managing symptoms, you're taking care of yourself. And that's powerful. Summary. So there you have it. 3 powerful yet simple morning habits that can help bring peace back to your mornings and give your bladder the break it's been begging for. We started with a magnesium-rich breakfast to nourish your nerves and calm your bladder muscles. Then we talked about pacing your fluids instead of flooding your system first thing. And finally, we explored smarter ways to enjoy your morning coffee without letting it control your day. These habits aren't about restriction. They're about restoration. They're about helping your body feel safe, steady, and supported, especially in those first few hours when everything feels most sensitive. And the beautiful thing? These changes are gentle, they're doable, and they don't require perfection, just consistency. So take a breath, give yourself some grace, and try one shift at a time. Your body is always listening, and it's capable of healing more than you think. If this video helped you, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear which habit you're going to try first, Or if you found something that works for you, share it so others can benefit too. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss more tips and tools to help you feel your best, naturally. Here's to calm mornings, fewer interruptions, and a bladder that finally lets you just enjoy your day. You've got this.